slide regards Labor Code 218.8, and it extends liability to direct contractors for unpaid workers of their subcontractors. So the legislature came out a couple years back and said, okay, now we're going to make the direct contractors responsible for the wages of the employees of their subcontractors if their subcontractors fail to pay the employees. Now, what this amendment to the law does is that it actually extends that liability for penalties, liquidated damages, and interest, because oftentimes if an employee is not paid according to law, after every 2 weeks, then penalties start accruing. For example, liquidated damages, for example, the penalties, the 30-day penalties that can accrue damages really quick begins to accrue. And so now they pass that liability on to the direct contractors. And so this is a major change in the law, and it really exposes the direct contractors to liability. And so you've really got to be conscientious about protecting yourself from this kind of liability. Now, the way to do that is, and the takeaway here is, monitor the wage practices of your subcontractors. First of all, know who you're contracting with. Is this someone I've contracted with before? Do I trust them? Are they a solid financial company? How large is the company? Those kinds of things. But better yet, you can get a personal guarantee within your subcontract. So, because if you're dealing with a subcontractor that can't pay its employees, it's probably not going to be able to pay. If you're dealing with a subcontractor that can't pay its employees, you're probably not going to be able to sue them for damages. You're not going to have any money. So you try and get a personal guarantee within your subcontractor from the owner, so you can go after them for compensation. Now, that's not really popular. I've tried that on many different occasions, and for most subcontractors it's okay, but I get a lot of pushback on that too. Too bad, so sad. It should be in your subcontracts to protect yourself. You can also get an indemnification provision, which can also help. That if you have to come out of pocket and pay for these damages, you can go back under this provision against the subcontractor. So again, this is a very serious law. I kind of was waiting to see how this was going to play out. It's playing out. I've gotten a few cases now, the firm has, regarding these potential liability to direct contractors. So it is a real thing, and you really need to protect yourself. And the best way to do that is to have the proper language within your subcontracts. And obviously, we can help with that. I've drafted these indemnification provisions and personal guarantee provisions as well. They might not be popular, too bad. You need it to protect yourself. It's just too much liability under this new statute.